Losing it. A different kind of it. Or AKA Crash 2 Electric Boogaloo. Or AKA I'm a big dumb gullible pile of shit. I'd like to share a story with you about what happened to me tonight. Got me kinda riled up. My wallet was stolen. I'm a delivery driver. I deliver pizzas around town. And, I don't know, I'm pretty gullible and pretty naive. I mean, I read on the internet, that pizza delivery is one of the most dangerous jobs there is or whatever. That there's a lot of people get mugged and robbed in that, and I just didn't believe them. I was like, not me. It's not gonna happen to me. And that's exactly what I thought about people stealing CD players right out of cars, which has happened to me 3 times in a row. I finally learned my lesson that 3rd time. But the first 2 times that happened, I was like, what? I can't believe it. Somebody actually went into my car and stole my CD player. That's impossible. But it actually happened. And tonight, someone stole my wallet. And in a way, I pretty much just gave it to him, honestly. Let me tell you this story. I was taking my last delivery. I gave the guy his pizza. I was walking away from the door with the money still in hand. I was gonna put it in my wallet as soon as I got in the van. But these 2 guys, these 2 black fellows, these 2 thugs, they came up to me and asked me if I had change for a 20. I thought about it and I said, no, I don't. And then they said, well, do you get change for a 10? And I was like, well, you know what? I had about 4 singles on my hand and a 20. And I knew I had a bunch of singles in my wallet, so I was like, yeah, I think I probably do have change for a 10. And I was like, yeah, hang on, let me check. I took out my wallet and started sifting through the smaller bills. Wasn't even watching what the other 2 guys were doing. Getting kind of close. And the guy seized his opportunity. Just lunged right out. Grabbed a handful of my wallet. Grabbed on as tight as he could and just yanked it out of my hand and booked it. Him and his buddy were gone. I tried following him for about 10 or 20 feet, but I mean, in a situation like that, even if I was in shape and able to catch him, I'm not a fucking superhero. I don't know if they have a knife or a gun or whatnot. It would be stupid to try and follow him and catch him. So, I was actually trying to get him to come back. I'm stupid enough to think they need change. I'm stupid enough to think they'll actually feel pity for me and come back if I yell after them. I was yelling at the top of my lungs. I was like, come on! I just honestly couldn't believe that happened, I still can't. I can't believe that it fucking happened. I mean, I'm really naive. I have more faith in mankind than this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, mankind's better than this. I don't know. So I was pleading at the top of my lungs, come on! That's all the money I have! They didn't give a shit. They were giggling, they were laughing, they were like, haha. This is fun. It's like stealing candy from a fat man. So yeah, they were off and running. And I was pretty loud, so a lot of people in the neighborhood came out and they're like, what's going on? What are you yelling for? I was like, this guy just stole my wallet. And I pointed right at him because as soon as the guy got far enough away, the guy fucking just stopped. He stopped and he started probably checking out the content, seeing what his fucking loot was. You get my fucking money, bitch. But there's only about 45 bucks in there, all my tips from the night, except for the 20 I had from the guy. And there was a check. My payroll check for this week was about 70 bucks. And my bank card was in there. So luckily I got it shut off. I checked my statement right now. No other transactions have been made tonight. So luckily that's been shut off and they're not going to be able to use that, it's looking like. So that's good. As soon as I left the scene of the crime, I went back to Jets, and somebody from the neighborhood had already called the police, and the police had already called Jets. They sent an officer to the store. I gave him the description, told him what happened a few times, and all the while he was getting contact with people that were going to the address and all that and checking out the area. After a while, apparently they found my wallet. Guy couldn't tell me what was or what wasn't in it yet. They have to dust it for prints and all that. I guess they got dogs on the trail of the guy. They're gonna call me back within a day or two to ask me some more questions, see if I remember anything else about their appearance, because I really couldn't give I really couldn't give the best description of them besides what the one guy was wearing, because I got a really good look at the fucker's clothes when he stopped. He was right below a fucking street light. I seen exactly what he was wearing, and I knew. I was like, memorize what that fucker's wearing, because you're gonna tell the fucking officer about that shit. I guess one of the things I want to talk about is that they were African American. You know what I'm saying? A similar incident happened to me at the beginning of the summer, and I almost made a video about it because I sort of felt bad about my feelings on the subject, you know. Earlier in the summer, I was outside a party store delivering to a party store in broad daylight, and this brother comes up to me and asks me for $1. He's like, "Do you got $1?" I was like, "Yeah." I gave him, and I took out my wad of cash and gave him $1. And then he said, "Do you have a quarter too?" I was like, "Yeah, I got a quarter." I'm not. Who's to say this guy really just needed the money, or if this was a similar, what happened to me tonight? If he was waiting for me to whip out the cash and he was gonna snatch it, but he just didn't get a good opportunity. I don't think he would do it in broad daylight. I think he honestly needed the cash, but right after I felt really stupid for giving it to him. I was like, why should I give this guy my money? And the only reason I could pinpoint why I gave the guy the $1.25 was that I was afraid, flat out. I was afraid he's gonna beat me up or whatever, you know? I mean, I like to think I'm not racist, but if I'm truly honest with myself, in certain areas I am. I mean, I can distinguish, I don't want to say a whole race is crappy. I mean, there's a lot of shitty fucking white people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think people should be judged individually, but in this area, many of the African American individuals do crimes. I don't know. I mean, one of my best friends is African American. He's the coolest guy I fucking know, man. Is it an issue of race? Or am I making it an issue of race? I don't know. I'll let you be the judge. That's pretty much all I got to say on it. They found my wallet. I'm at least gonna get some things back. Maybe my DCI card, hopefully. My EB Edge card. I don't want you commenting about, "Oh, I hope you were right in that." I want you to comment on the situation. You know, I'm fine. Knock on wood, this is gonna turn out fine. You know, the most I'm gonna lose is $45, and it's honestly, maybe the $45 is worth the lesson. You know, a lesson in humanity. Maybe I won't be so naive next time. But then at the same time, who's to say my naivete didn't save me? Who's to say that if I had denied them, if I had said, "No, I don't got it," they, up in their little thug crime minds, would have said, "This fucking cracker is lying. He's a delivery fucking driver, and I know he's got some money on him, so we are going to fucking take it." And who's to say if I resisted, they wouldn't pull out a gun, fucking cap my ass. Objectively, what do you think about the situation? Is it a situation of race, or is it just a situation of a crime? I don't know. Is it even something to talk about? I don't know. You be the judge. Tell me what you think.